is.
Places like this.
A mug of ale is just what
Come rain or shine, I'll make
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Many thanks.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Any one of these fine pieces will serve you well. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak.
Fine wares.
What to make of this?
I find that it's well met.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Desde denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Desde's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. Yet I fear I have attempted to do the same through my own channels before now. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this time? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
The absolute nerve of him. Gliding into you and running off. Has no one any respect for the arisen in this city? It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Interested in my wares?
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Truly.
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd.
Those new recruits could barely lift the...
It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right. I would appreciate... your swift return.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
So tight. I kept just about anywhere. I make fine fettle today.
Anyone will notice if we stay here a bit.
Let such peace reigned eternal.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Is someone there? Such quiet. All my days were so I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. my sword that all my days were so tranquil.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you soon. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve them. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, your grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. Thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee inform.
Oh, could use a rest.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Suppose I ought to turn my...
I've more time than I know how to spend. Makes me itch to cause a stir.
Good that all my days were so tranquil.
Surely I'm polished it this morning.
Easy work to be had.
I've got such peace. Reigned. Good to see you, Master.
Only person I believe in is myself. I only polished it this morning.
This looks as good a place as any.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And this alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of a... 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is if Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell, but our laws dictate that your Majesty, thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor, what say you? Might you be willing to aid me? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Right, just follow me.
I sense eyes upon us.
What? I'll take any chance not to...
Well met, sir. I thought so. That girl's always right. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my...
My head hurts just thinking about it. They'll wish they had their art. Barely scraping by. Dead on my...
Alas, it would seem I've taken on too much.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach...
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering I was to report on your comings and but I suppose that job's over. Now you found... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there?
Prepare yourself!
Stop that! This is for you. What?
No hurry to leave.
there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the... We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then. Report to me if aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
Ugh.
We shall see how bold you are in irons.
It'll do you no good letting me rot in here, you know. Another agent...
Gotta earn all the gold I can while I'm here.
Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within, but I shall see you to the entrance.
Pray and ne'er put gold in my pocket.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
Christ.
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you want to...
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Or Deesa's arisen is false. Have you proof that you are arisen? Ah, they say the arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon. By that mark, 'twould seem. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one. And what befell him, you... Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. Well, guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Guide me outside, then. If you can... Come along.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I've had damn near enough of wastrels and killers.
Such quietude is a blessing.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, then words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of eld.
'Twould be a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Indeed, you are correct.
Been on my day.
I hope 'tisn't fleas.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it
a resounding success.
Well done, everyone.
We mustn't grow complacent, but steel ourselves for the trials to come.
It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight... to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
This really is fine craftsmanship. Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
Here at last.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along. Pray do be careful. If losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh? The goblin's lair lies somewhere along the... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. 'Twould be unseemly for... You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only... Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
The Goblin's Lair? I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring... me peace of mind to know...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate. Fancy a look at my wares?
Why, you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said ought.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Do come again.
Good day, sir.
Lots to do. Have precious little
I
time.
could do with a few more hours.
Now here's a welcome sight.
There's got to be something fun to do.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Could use a bit of peace and quiet. Something good will come of today.
Where to now?
This looks as good a place as ever.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my...
Welcome to Bjorn's and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, mine's hope to see you again.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
There's comfort in the hunt. We must rest, though the sun is...
You
You made me the pawn I am today, Arisen. I shall endeavor to repay.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of... Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see, there is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires... I am caring for him as best I can. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course...
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed...
All right, he stays. But pray...
I will look after him.
My head hurts. Just thinking about it.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power. Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined 'twould be the magistrate you called here. Not that I'm complaining. Pray, feel at liberty to come and go as you please.
What should I do?
I know. It's a secret, right? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone about the old man either.
What should I do? What to do? What? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of... Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth, and that's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
I fear I've much to attend to.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
I fear I've much to attend to.
Over here! me at the Vanguard, say no more.
The dragon, but these pests what worry me.
Could you come over here?
Finish it tomorrow.
I end up feeling a few hours in jail.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
This way, if you please, Master. Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Tis rather peaceful here, isn't it?
If we seek monsters, we shall doubtless find them ere long.
Over here. Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are. 'Tis uncommonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift.
Could you come over here?
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
At last. I thought we'd never find one.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
I pity those content to busy life.
Now this is a conundrum.
How did I wind up here anyhow?
Always got to be in the thick of things.
What's this I smell? I've never seen them. Boy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Now lots of people who live nearby are for the priests have been treating everyone as best they can. But there's no... I want to help them. But I'm not sure, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine? Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See if there's anything useful.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
By your leave.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the...
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
You have my support.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
Right you are.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped that 'twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generation in a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants. This sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately what can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed on... Fine timing, sir, fine timing indeed. I've need of my time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve. Alas, they were confiscated at the time. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to what say you? Would you? I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might pray. Infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. My spectacles are in your hands. At least I pray they will be anon. Without them,
mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Just remember, I've somewhere to live.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Got something for me?
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient. You would procure it yourself. I am in that case. Might I trouble you to bring me... The slums are a bane to the body's humours, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on help. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your...
Tell is, my asmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. I had assumed you were here to bring me some miasmite, as we discussed. If that's not the case, you will have to excuse me.
suppose I best earn my keep.
Lot of arses round here with sticks lodged up 'em.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. Open your eyes, everyone. It is dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check?
Axe and be off.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
Loves me in the mood for a song, it does.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you...
Welcome. Life's best taken at a leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past. As we suspected, when he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a as to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such ease. I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray.
So the agent was of Batal after all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding mask. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind them. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this time? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you are here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, your majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of... Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull it. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
I'm unsure how best...
crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come. Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
I knew the village would be in a bad way. Maybe I expected it.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Most impressive, Master!
Let us not let our advantage. The battle continues.
Huzzah! You've done it! You are mighty indeed, Arisen!
Well done. These teams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well,
This is generally used as a material.
Now there's a hassle I could do without.
It is a view that begs to be painted. Yon shore in particular.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder?
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Just as it should be.
Thank you.